took me longer to get ready, but I'm here. We're gonna be Hogwartsing. New quests. Attend herbology class and go to the map chamber with Papa. First we'll attend class and then we'll go to speak with Papa about the map chamber we found. Herbology door. Down the stairs. Through this other door. You get a big cherry blossom tree.
Interesting.
Was that everybody who was in class today?
How wonderful to see you again.
Our destiny is good. We can harvest. Miss Garlic. If you needed a moment. You're checking your plants over here. There's butterflies around this place too. Magical watering cans. Giant venomous tentaculars.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm.
More
Wingardium
advanced
Leviosa
levitation.
requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Trying to concentrate on which buttons I need to press because it was changed. The buttons, they're more advanced to get into the story. Wingardium Leviosa.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Natty! You contemplating life on the stairs? I've done that. To Professor Fig.
I was hoping to see you.
Papa, I'm here.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldridge Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Auror. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience. But you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
So enthusiastic about Telling the story to Professor Fig. Just...
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Peeves. Whom we see all over the school taunting other students. Papa, this is the room.
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising.
Oh.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
It's a giant map.
If only you were here to see this.
I'm actually noticing to fix my camera anytime my mic cuts out.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
My mentor.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I do.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Also,
Shall we have a look?
More magic than you can think.
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Venomous Tentacular. I have more gin here, so. Yeah, no, sweet. Can up their intake yield by putting fertilizer in. Started to redecorate a little bit. Gotta get out of them. Brewing Wiggenwell potion though. That's the main thing I need right now. And that's what I was doing. I was like, what was I doing? They're all better clothing. Oh, this is the goat we had in the beginning of the game. It's cute. Head over Hogsmeade Station, so there's gotta be some different colored balloons. I'm a pro at flying now. Don't take this. There it is. I see it. I saw it. Didn't want to slow down. Just because. Next one is over Hogwarts. Alright. Poppy poppy balloons. Hogwarts game I had was Chamber of Secrets. They had a whole Quidditch thing you could do. But now Hogwarts Legacy, they have a whole new graphics. They could have done Quidditch, but they were like, no, we're gonna cancel Quidditch for everybody, including the players. Including us. Like, even they had companions set up to go, and then they took it out as well.
How did you get on with those tasks?
I would have liked taking our companions around everywhere. Is that a tiny Quidditch? Is that tiny Quidditch match? I want that in my house.
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful.
Running
I
around
trust
her
you became more
office.
familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius,
Glacius.
pay attention to your wand work.
And it looks like mountains. It's a giant mountain top.
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
Yeah, I feel like we're comfortable enough to not use any in the Hogwarts classrooms. Okay, let's figure what this is out. Hello, Lavander. Or Leander.
What are you doing out here? Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I say yes.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant!
Didn't know we could do
Summoner's
more.
Court. The ever-changing game. Not bad. Not bad. Well done. You beat me.
Yes.
Bit of good luck, that's all.
I'm not gonna make him feel upset though.
Come now, Leander. There's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
Over here.
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in midair. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the
one assignment
tower.
after another.
More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Oh, that's good. I always have like an attack-based.
Quickly now.
I have the disillusionment, and then I have a few attack spaces on my thing, my wheel of number 1. Trying to be sneaky though.
Revelio. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
And Petrificus Totalis. Just what?
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
Revelio.
See if we can sneak through this camp as much as we can.
Oh, there must be something here. Ramrock said so.
That was perfect.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
Search the tower and the surrounding area. Look for anything to do with names. What you find here could be the key to goblin kind finally taking its rightful place in the world.
Revelio.
I will draw blood.
Oh, there's more.
Deadly mistake, this.
Protego, stupid one.
That was nerve-wracking.
Revelio.
If anything, we might be going up to this door.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked.
Wow.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Could be anyone. Could be anyone, he said.
Revelio.
Welcome to Sanbakar's Tower.
What was that? Oh yeah.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my
Big
vault
stretch, guys.
is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs,
It's
near the
very
entry,
long.
a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has
Laying
been
on top of
unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber.
Papa.
A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry.
Just hop off. You're gonna be fine. Here. There's the doorway. We're doing this with 0 potions. That's why I'm very concerned. Like, hopefully there's no enemies.
Revelio. I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
Just checking my husband's dream is all. after this trial,
Revelio.
we'll be taking a break and then we'll be joining him, more than likely.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Just, oh, uniform outfits I can sell are best because I can get money for the things I need. Or better ones for the defensive. I never get used to these stairs. Yep, I see enemies. And I'm looking at 0 potions. Wish me good luck.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
I'm literally seeing enemies, but I don't.
These are never a welcome sight.
I don't
At
have
least
the
I know what to
potions for
expect
this
this time.
battle.
Potato! Stupefy! Incendio! Glacius! Confringo!
Not even with me right now. I have nothing. Once you're out of battle, you'll recover.
These look familiar.
Yeah. Right.
Accio!
We've done these. Like that little fancy crown he had. Alright, okay. So the entrance is on the other side for this, for the red one. Blue has a garment in it. There's also a treasure chest here now.
Accio!
There's a chest over there. I think I have. Yes. Gotta get over there anyway.
Defendo! Accio!
Wrong one!
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway. More statues.
More fighting that I don't want. Just
Expelliarmus!
not. Just get out of here.
Not making this easy on me.
This is already more difficult. Just by throwing enemies in the middle of it as well.
Accio!
Hop down, you're fine. There's more enemies. I don't want
Seems I
more
ought to
enemies.
explore this archway from both sides.
There's 2 of them.
Accio!
These puzzles are super simple once you know what's the deal with it. Ta-da! Easy.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Floors are automatically like going down and upwards to get you to your destination. I'm like, ugh.
Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy!
There we go. That went a little better. Okay. Next part of the trial. Like I said, after this we'll take a little break. I'm going. I've been on Outlast Trials. Because my head is gonna need a break after all this puzzle solving. Transfer from one ledge to another. We're good. Good, we're good, good.
Revelio.
What's that? Oh, there's more potions. Thank God. I needed more healing potions. I'm not joking either, I needed those healing potions. Just stop shaking the whole camera, Jesus. Oh, big boss fight. When you're in the middle of nowhere and there's a giant circle arena, that's a big boss fight.
Don't like the look of this.
Give me options.
Expelliarmus! Defender!
Get them ordered.
Expelliarmus!
Now it's big boss time. We'll just sit up against the wall here. Throw our spells for having
Confringo! What a relief.
right now that we did that. We're gonna make a run to the end of this trial.
Another pensive.
Look at the memory, take a break. There's a giant dude with a beard though. Oh, what is this? Tears of the Kingdom now?
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable.
To learn more about this student from the past.
What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself.
Right?
Even
like,
the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take.
I agree with Professor Rackham on this one. Like, emotions are very complicated, and I played Life is Strange 2 Colors.
Every
that
year,
talks
a
lot
student
about
sees
how
something sillier than I could ever
how, like,
imagine in
taking
their tea
emotions
leaves.
has
Oh,
consequences.
Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
Professor.
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
So she excelled in her studies and became a professor at Hogwarts. As defense
Another
against the
memory.
art.
Now to find
Professor
a way
as
out
well.
of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
Yeah, it looks like it. So I'm like, we have a magic that nobody else has. It's very specific towards these fifth years who are coming into Hogwarts, who have this special ability of magic. We saw the first hand with the triple attack that we kind of like conjured a low magic.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor. Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did.
My
I found
eyeballs.
something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
Yeah, the goblins.
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
Try not to
I'm
mess up
afraid it would be
this
wise to halt the trials until we know
as
more.
much as possible. It's impossible. to
We
get
shall
anything
defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then,
else. No, Papa.
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from
Maybe
the
a
last
great
Pensive,
descendant.
Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, She argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Never forget your studies. Okay.
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
No, not yet.
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for
So
them.
the more ancient magic we collect, the better our ability will get. Ooh, season change as well. We're in autumn. Oh, the best season of them all. I absolutely love fall. Fall and spring are my most favorite, but if I had to choose a favorite, it's gonna be fall. And that's it for this stream and this episode of Hogwarts. Hope all of you lovely stars had an amazing adventure, a lovely journey, and hope to see all of you in the next episode